On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Thursday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to kick it off this morning with some international stories where this Jamaican man, a real old dirty kind of boy a yard, as it is abroad, has found himself on the wrong side of the law. Now this criminal element presently on your screen has since been identified as 26-year-old Herman Gale, said to be from the community of James Mountain in Sligoville, St. Catherine. So what really going on my peeps, on the 30th of September, this criminal element here bumped into a female in Bronx, New York, riding a little scooter while she was pushing a cart. Now it is said that a verbal altercation developed as he used his scooter bike and bounced the woman, probably not deliberately, but it happened. The lady spoke to him about it and then basically sent her up under her mama. Now you don't know how some of them like a dunce and dark Jamaican boy are going more time. So the female beckoned to her son, saying that this man is harassing me. Her son got involved and stated to the criminal element, hey, that's my mom, you can't be doing that. It is said that the criminal element then hurled a bunch of threats to the now deceased man, stating that, yo, if you not get out of my face right now, I'm gonna murder you. So that even sparked the argument to a more intense level. It is said that the criminal element, Herman Gale, went on his phone and had a brief conversation with him like a Krasmite. It is said that within a few minutes, the female turned up at the scene carrying a firearm. It is said that that firearm was handed to Herman Gale, which he used to take the life of the now deceased man, Devante Serrano. Boy, me I tell him my peeps, the thing rough. Now it is said that he immediately fled the scene, but later turned himself over to the police, pleading his case of self-defense. Self-defense with an illegal weapon that you went on your phone to call your little Krasmite girl for care come give you. Well, let me see how you go weasel your way out of this one. Because 35 to life will most definitely be the order of the day. Yeah man, Kana boy a yard are the said old dirty Kana boy abroad. So watch this now my peeps, back to local style. Now over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled St. Catherine South Police Division, the community of Old Harbour now has one of its members listed as wanted by the police. Now, this criminal element here, presently on your screen, has since been identified as Twain Marshall, but is more popularly known in the streets as Stinga. Now on your screen, is the same person. One a black version of him and the other a brown version of him. You don't know how Jamaican criminal element them do it. Once them name start call up and them start get wanted in the streets, whether by John Public or by the police, them try to change up them features. So just take a close look on the black and the browner version of him. Now this criminal element here is wanted by the whole Harbour police for the fatal knockings and clappings of a 50-year-old man said to be the father-in-law of a man identified as O'Neil Bailey. Now O'Neil Bailey is a youth where him and Twain Marshall aka Stinga always have them rivalry go on. Now it is said that the 50-year-old man, who is also a father of three, was taken out in a hail of bullets right at his gate in Pointy Heights in Bannister, was to basically send a strong signal to his rival that him not play none at all. So another innocent life was taken because of can't catch Quaco, catch him shot type of situation. Really sad, me I tell my peeps. So this criminal element was listed as wanted by the police on Wednesday. So anyone having any information in regards to the whereabouts of this criminal element, please alert the whole Harbour police. He's also wanted for larceny. He's also wanted for robbery with aggravation. And he's also wanted for extortion. So this criminal element is most definitely wanted and needs to be taken out or off our nation's streets. So the next criminal element who is deemed wanted by the police has since been identified as Disol Fatia, presently on your screen identified as Adane Foster. Now this criminal element is wanted by the police for fatal knockings and clappings of some people. He frequents the Five Spen area. He is a known and reputed old dirty kind of boy. And last but most definitely not the least, this criminal element presently on your screen identified as Jackson Gale. He's known in the streets as Randy Gale. Some people may call him Bowlers and some people may know him as Shortman, but all one and the same. Now this criminal element here is wanted by the Denham Town Police in the Kingston Western Police Division, and he's wanted for a series of fatal knockings and clappings. Yeah man. So anyone knowing the whereabouts of any one or all three of these criminal elements, please alert the nearest police station. And as always, my peeps, if you don't trust the police, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger. Give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. Yeah man. So in recent days, my peeps, the police have recovered some more illegal weapons off our nation's street. Now over there in the St. Elizabeth Police Division, the police seized this Smith & Wesson pistol with a magazine containing 10 live 9mm rounds during an operation in the Newmarket District community of St. Elizabeth that took place on Sunday, September 29th. Now reports reaching on the Spot News Media would suggest that sometime around 1:50 p.m. lawmen were conducting spot checks when a motor vehicle was signaled to stop. It is said that the driver complied with the request of the police. A search was conducted and during that search, this firearm presently on your screen was found inside the console of the motor car. The three men aboard were all taken into police custody in relation to the seizure. Their identities are presently being withheld pending further investigation. So the last firearm found in recent days was in the Westmoreland Police Division, and one man has been arrested and placed into police custody following this magnificent seizure. Now on your screen is the firearm in question. It was seized at an early morning targeted operation in Negril, Westmoreland. Yeah, man. So watch this now, my peeps. Still in the Westmoreland Police Division. The regular members of Chan Public, yard and abroad, who is from that particular part of the island, woke up to a dark day in the fight of crime in that parish. Well, at least that's how the commanding officer for the Westmoreland Police Division, that's Superintendent Othniel Dobson, described the fatal knockings and clappings of 4 men in his parish and the injuring of 4 others at a bar in New Roads in Betheltown on Monday night. So we're going to hear from the superintendent as he weighs in on that latest fatal knockings and clappings. The deceased have since been identified as Damian Baker. This brother here presently on your screen identified as O'Dane Scott, but more popularly known in the streets as Moses. And the next man identified as Rocky Lawrence. Now the thing that is most interesting, the 4th man who is presently on your screen has since been identified as Ashane Spence, otherwise known as Future or Pa. They are all from the New Roads district in Leamington in the parish. So we're going to hear from the superintendent as he weighs in on this latest spate of violence affecting his particular police division. Now listen.
A tragic and senseless act of violence last night, leaving 4 individuals dead and 4 others nursing gunshot injuries in what could only be categorized as an act of terror by gunmen. The incident occurred at 10:20 p.m. at a bar in the area where an unpermitted event was being held. Report is indicating that a motor car drove into the area from which 4 armed men alighted and started firing indiscriminately at patrons at the bar. When the shooting subsided, 4 individuals were dead, including one Ashade Spence, OC Future, who was also a perpetrator in this incident. He was shot and killed by his cronies. 8.54 cartridges was found in his pocket. We are appealing to those involved in hiding or removing the firearm from the scene to immediately turn it over to the police. Every effort must be made to remove illegal guns from our streets, especially when they are connected with acts of violence. This is a devastating tragedy for the New Roads community and for the family who are now mourning the loss of their loved one. We understand your pain that comes with losing family members under such tragic and horrific circumstances, and we stand with you during your period of grief. The police is actively investigating the matter, and all resources are being utilized to bring the perpetrators to justice. The incident marks a dark moment in the fight against gun violence in Westmoreland, a parish that has achieved marked reduction in murders and other categories of violent crimes.
Now the head of the Westmoreland Police Division, that's Othniel Dobson, stated that when the criminal element identified as Ashane Spence, aka Future or Pa, was taken out by one of his cronies by accident, it is said that he lost his life, leaving behind a firearm that was taken from the scene by a regular member of Chan Public. Now I'm pretty sure that persons know and who have seen who took the firearm. Now to the person who took the firearm, please do the right thing and hand it over to the police. If you don't want to walk in at the station with it to make them lock you up, just left it at a certain spot. Link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger and make them know where the strap there for the police them go pick it up. Because I'm pretty sure the person who take the strap did not take it with any good intention. So members of Chan Public, don't allow that firearm to continue to walk the streets of your community, because that said firearm that took the lives of 3 of your own community members just may return at another place and time and take the life of some others. Yeah, man. Now moving right along, my peeps, we're gonna make a stop over there in the Trelawny Police Division where the family members of this man, presently on your screen identified as Rhaman Dobson, needs answers. What do they need answers for? It is said that this man presently on your screen was found lifeless in his bed with his body riddled with a whole heap of corner to the upper body and head last Thursday. Now, according to some of his family members, they stated that he was a farmer and a chef, and he had made plans to meet with some friends the day he lost his life. It is said that when he failed to show, his proactive peers, troubled that he had neither showed or answered calls, visited his home and made the gruesome discovery. They found him in his bed with his body riddled with bullets. He got one to his eye, another can wound to his shoulder, and another one to the back of his head. Boy, may I tell you, them deal with the situation a certain type of way. Now, the family members are stating that we don't know of him being involved in anything. Some are saying that we are not for sure what could have taken place. Some are even stating that it could have been a mistaken identity. So people are just basically having them hands at them jaw, mouth wide open, and I wonder what could I really go on to make them deal with Rhaman Dobson in such a way. Now, the head of the Trelawny Police Division, that's Superintendent Winston Milton, stated that his top detectives are still doing their investigations. He stated that whilst they may have not uncovered any suspects as yet, they have a person of interest that they would like to speak with. He stated that he will refrain from disclosing the individual's identity given the stage of the investigation. So we all are sitting back and awaiting the findings of these detectives, because the family members of Rhaman Dobson is most definitely waiting to get some answers, as they are all wondering what really could have taken place. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in a subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.